Hello, everyone. Welcome to Paradigm Shift, Embracing Creativity with your host, Stefan Bauman. So tonight, I'm actually going to be interviewing Vicki Hoffman, and she's quite an amazing woman. She's a mom, a wife, an insurance agency owner, small business enthusiast, marketing professional, and an animal advocate. So it would be a big help if you guys could sign on, watch the show. If you can like, comment, and share, we want this to be more interactive. So please just remember, when you're coming on, make comments. We'll actually respond to you real time. As far as the sponsor for the show goes, it's EC Media Group. I've been working with them for quite a long time now. They are producing the show as well. And they wanted us to mention a program that they have coming up called The Real Pitch. So basically, it's attention to local businesses. You're welcome to apply. It's going to be a competition. Here are all the rules on here. We'll have it posted again. I'll post more information about it later. But after that, we've got, for hot topics, like what's going on in the world today. So there's been a lot of things going on in the news on a daily basis, like usual. But something that has been pretty surprising to watch was Cuba has broken out in protests again for the first time in many, many years. My brother-in-law is from Cuba, so hearing his stories and his sister's stories of growing up, what it was like to live under that kind of an environment, and about how he came to America to become a citizen. Like, those are all things that, they hit close to home. So when I saw the protests going on there, in a way I'm excited, but in a way I'm also fearful for what it means, because unfortunately in other countries, when you protest, it's not like here, you can disappear. And that seems to be what's happening. So we actually have a small video clip to go along with it. We'll have that come up on the screen now.
Do not risk your life attempting to enter the United States illegally. You will not come to the United States.
And many are criticizing him, saying there should have also been a message like that for our southern border. In any case, Senator Marco Rubio spoke about the ongoing protests in Cuba.
They shut off the internet, so we don't know how many people are out there. By the way, we don't know how many people have died. We don't know how many people have been seriously injured. We don't know how many people have been arrested. We know, reports of hundreds of people that have vanished.
He said in addition to the internet, there's also word that electricity and...
So yeah, it's looking a lot like our country did last year. So it's pretty wild. But on a different note, which, it's cool, but it's also not without its controversy. Richard Branson has successfully completed his mission to basically the outer space, where you can actually be in orbit. It's technically still in the Earth's gravitational field or whatever it is, but you are just outside the atmosphere, or right at the very edge of it. So either way, it's pretty awesome. They launched this little craft off the bottom of the plane, and then it continues to go vertically up another 5 miles or so. And then they are now basically turning it into an amusement ride for rich people. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they just bailed him out last year. So kind of interesting that he's now going to be making millions and millions of dollars off of space flight. But that seems to be the trend. Anyways, we have a short little video clip to go along with it.
Hello TikTok, Richard Branson here. So excited to be going into space. Watch it live on TikTok.
A milestone for Richard Branson personally, but also one for commercial space. The emerging market of space tourism has a genuine success story.
Oh, that's nice. Thank God for space tourism.
It's fantastic. Yeah, I'm kind of with him on that one. It's I think it's amazing that we can do it, but I think it's like $22 million just to get a seat, and you have to have Richard Branson actually ride the flight with you. I don't believe they're doing that with Elon Musk's flight program. I don't think he has to be on every flight, but it's like, wait, I get to charge you $22 million and I get to go on another ride to outer space. That's a pretty sweet deal. So yeah, that's pretty nuts. Once again, just remember, everyone, please like, comment, share, just interact, ask us questions if you have anything that you want to know about our guest tonight. Again, her name is Vicki Hoffman. How you doing, Marie? It's good to see you. And so Vicki Hoffman, as I said, she's going to be coming on, and I think the best way to do that would be to let her talk to you herself about who she is.
Hey, Stefan, how are you?
Oh, Hello?
Am I here?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You can hear me
I can
okay?
hear you.
Wonderful.
Yes.
All right.
There
Hey,
you go.
it's so good to see you, even though it's only through a computer screen right now.
Yeah, we haven't actually met in person yet. We've been in
I
contact
know,
for
yeah.
months and everything like that.
It
But
feels like we have, though. That's the crazy thing.
yeah, it's pretty neat. And we also live pretty close by. That's the funny part. It's
Yeah,
just our
exactly.
schedules are pretty opposite.
All over the map for the next
But-
few months.
Yeah, they are. I mean, what do you think about the Richard Branson thing? That's a little nutty.
It's interesting, needless to say. Yeah, it's I guess more could be said, but we will leave it as that is very
Fair enough.
unique. And yet another one of those things that make you go, when you see it in the news.
Exactly. So why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are? Like what makes you tick?
Sure. So first of all, I just want to say hello to a couple of people. I see that our mutual friend
Hey, Ramon.
Angelique from Angels Friendly Coaching is on. I just saw Ramon Pinheiro. What's up, dude? It's good to see so many faces
Thank you guys
and
for coming on.
names tuning in. Thank you guys. So Stefan, back to your question, because I'm going to get distracted, as you know.
Don't worry, me too.
Yeah, right. I know the two of us together are dangerous, but
Yeah, he does.
as you already said, I'm Vicki Hoffman. And if I had to summarize who Vicki Hoffman is in a few words, I am a wife. I am the mother of 2 wonderful children. I'm an insurance agency owner, a marketing professional, an animal advocate, big time cat lover.
Me too, actually.
Chocoholic, self-professed, rock music lover, and local business enthusiast.
Exactly. And that's kind of how we connected, is like through the local business. Like Angelique, one of our previous guests who came on, who's actually in the audience right now.
Yep.
She introduced us and she said, you need to talk to this woman. And a couple more times she's like, you need to talk to her. I'm like, okay.
So she had to convince you. Thanks, Steph.
No, I'm just the scatterbrain sometimes.
I get it. I'm there with you, so it's okay.
But yeah, we got in touch, and yeah, we've been talking about doing this for a while. So I'm glad to have you finally on.
Thank you. Thank you for asking me to sit beside you tonight and do it. I appreciate it.
So what are some of these charities that you've been working on, like with the cats and things like that?
Well, as I mentioned, I'm very big into animal advocacy. And so animal welfare organizations are very near and dear to my heart. And as much as I would love to say, that it only stops at cat rescues or shelters, because cats are my favorite animal on the whole planet. I am, a cat mom to 4. But it really has grown over the past several years in the way that the more I've learned about how underserved cats and kittens are, it's the same way for dogs and puppies. It's the same way for farm animals, donkeys, other animals of labor, shall we say. So where it started out, me just kind of getting involved with various local rescues here in the Hudson Valley, it's now grown to, of course, continuing to support them however I can. But there are a number of organizations that I support on the national level, on the international level, even, depending on what the cause is that they're going for. I just feel like, it might sound cliche because we hear this all the time in commercials and social media posts and stuff, but animals don't have a voice other than us speaking for them. And they speak to my heart. I mean, I can see any animal and just feel like it's a baby and it needs to be loved and taken care of. And so that's what I choose to put my time and energy and my financial resources against, is, helping those animals who are either abused, neglected, misplaced, mistreated, have that voice, and hopefully help bring them to a situation where they are safe and respected and loved the way any living thing should be.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%. I mean, like, even just like, I don't care if it's cats, dogs, whatever. I mean, as long as they're not trying to chew my face off, I'm good.
Right.
Hey, Jessica, thanks for tuning in. But yeah, I mean, even yesterday, like, I'm working on a farm right now this summer. And so like we had it at the end of the night, we round up the chickens so they don't get, turned into snacks for owls,
of course,
and things like that at night.
Foxes or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to usher them back in the thing. But like, even then I'm like, I want to pick up one, and I'm like, let me try and catch them. Of course, they're faster than me. So I could chase them into the coop. That's about it.
And that too is a sign of love. Just making the effort to pursue and try to cuddle them. It's okay.
Exactly. My friend Marie, she just came on saying we would love Moby. He's an animal activist.
Yes, I understand that actually. He and there are several other celebrities, in the music world or in Hollywood, shall we say, that are really big on different causes. That they're very strong about putting their efforts and their love and attention into as far as animals. So yes, thank you for pointing that out.
That is true. So Moby, I'll have to check it out. I
Mhm.
actually haven't heard of him, so that's pretty cool. So tell me what else? Like what else in your life is what drives you? What gets you going?
Oh gosh. Okay, so what drives me, that is an answer that is twofold. And the first part of it is my family. So as I mentioned, I'm a wife to my wonderful husband Jason of 10 years. Yes, we just
I like
celebrated
that
10
picture.
years in June. And I'm blessed to be a mother to two children, a 6-year-old girl and a 9-year-old boy. There they are. Older picture, but there they are.
Congratulations.
That's us. And they are my why. I mean, they're the reason that I do what I do. They're the reason more than anything that I try to be the best version of me that I can possibly be every single day, because I want them to feel like I am the best mom, and wife that they could possibly ask for.
Does one take over, take more to you, or I mean, take like personality wise, is one more similar to you or more similar to dad?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So David is me, our son, who's the 9-year-old. He is me in so many ways. The emotions, the always wanting to express himself and be creative. He's a big writer, reader, artist. Like he's very
That's
into drawing his own comic books right now.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Sophia's more like Jason, like she's more athletic, she's more like rough and tumble, that kind of thing. And sometimes a little on the stoic side, you know what I mean? Which I think makes it raises some eyebrows a bit, because she's a 6-year-old girl. And of course she's, she's soft and she's fluffy and everything else. But she brings forth the reason and the rationale way more than her brother does. So it's very funny to see the two of them interacting, and especially looking at him sometimes. I can't even get annoyed because I'm like, that's me. Oh,
My mom just actually came on, and hi, Mom, by the way.
Hey, Gail, how are you?
She just commented saying that my nephew wanted to know how big the chickens had gotten, because when they were little chicks, I had them come visit,
Mhm.
and they got to play with them and everything, and so there were a lot more of them then. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
there was a little bit of an attrition rate when you start out.
I have
You don't
heard.
know what you're
Yes,
doing.
that's the way. Yeah.
You learn the hard way, and unfortunately that's what happens. But that came with, in other words, don't buy the chickens before the coop is done.
Fair. That is very sound advice. Yes, very sound advice. That's like saying don't move onto your property until you have a house on it. That's fair.
Unless you're building it, but yeah, exactly. It's gonna be a little cold for a while. So and you also mentioned to me in talking, like you want to make an impact on the world. Like what?
Yes.
In what way?
So that is the second piece of me saying that it's twofold, is that, that's the second part of what drives me, is that I have a great desire to make a positive impact on the world in general, and particularly in the lives of the people that I get to have the privilege of knowing and being friends with and, loving. And, whether that's something where I'm connected to somebody for a year or for a lifetime, I always want everybody's experience with me to be one of, just caring and compassion and nurturing. And, it's fair to say like that I want it to be, mutual as well. Is that like some of the greatest relationships you ever have in your life, you are growing together, you are teaching each other. And, whether I'm offering a shoulder or an ear, or helping somebody grow their business, or, helping them through our business, by giving them the right insurance, or, even doing rescue and TNR, the trap, neuter, and release with cats and stuff. It brings me a lot of joy to think that I could possibly be one of the reasons in someone's life, whether it's a person or an animal, that they are happy, safe, healthy, thriving, that they feel cared about. I believe that one of my purposes in this world is to bring light, to be a light bearer. And so I want everyone I touch to feel like, yes, Vicky brought some light into my life.
That's awesome.
Thank
I
you.
mean, it's similar to why I do this show, and that's one of your cats actually.
Yes, that's my hunter, my babe.
And he had the most, like, the prettiest picture, so I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't realize he had 4 cats, to be honest.
Yeah, I do. But we have a lot of pictures of Hunter because he's super handsome, as you can see.
Yep.
So-
Exactly. That was like when we had the 2 cats. Like, the boy cat was more picture or photogenic than the girl cat,
right. Yeah.
but he was much more friendlier.
Well, that's it about him. See, I mean, he's literally posing in this photo, and he does that quite frequently. He knows when to stop and strike a pose, and he's just too irresistible not to take a photo of.
And he's
so.
like, "Yes, I know you're looking at me."
Right.
Cats are fun.
They are the best.
They really are. But yeah, I mean, the part of the reason I'm doing this show is similar sort of a motivation. It's like, ever since I got out of school, I knew that I want to do photography, which I am doing.
Yeah.
But I always wanted, no matter what aspect of photography or other job that I was working alongside with it, to have some sort of give back if I could. Otherwise, I just didn't feel like it was worth doing. And and a lot of that started with, like, when I did Relay for Life, probably about, I'm not even going to guess how many years ago it is now. It was sometime after 2010. I know that. But oh, that's cool.
Marie, I would love that. Absolutely. Please feel free to reach out. And Stefan, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
please. I could not ignore that. That was amazing.
Yeah,
yes.
That's really cool. She's definitely, you guys will get along. We used to work together at the doctor's office.
Oh, great. Okay.
And but yeah, just being able to give back and, like, show people that there's actually good things going on. It's not just everything you see on the news right now, which is like, it's just...
No, it's so true. I feel like when you meet someone, anyone, that makes you feel a certain kind of way, whether it's that you're really attracted to their energy, or like you just feel like they make you happy just talking to you or whatever. You want more of that, and as if you are the person that's exuding that, again, it makes you feel really good that is what you are putting out in the universe. Because, I mean, who wants to be looked at as the person that's like, the sour grape in the bunch? You know what I mean?
There are some, but they're odd.
But I know you and I don't want to be that grape. So there's that. Angelique just popped up. Am I going to be at any networking events? Yes. So tomorrow night, Master Networks of Orange County, big shout out, is having a networking event in Newburgh. I do not have the address off the top of my head, but it is at the offices of Keller Williams License to Sell team. And I believe it's starting at 5:30. So if anyone is interested, there's a bunch of us sharing it all over the place, and I'll make sure that I put that up later. But definitely hop on the Master Networks Facebook page and check out all the great details, because it promises to be an awesome event on a beautiful evening. Looks like it's going to be perfect tomorrow. So good time to go mix and mingle. Thank you for that, Angelique.
Definitely. And Brendan Nickerson just came on saying,
hi, Brenda.
Hi. We have a, I don't know why I'm saying hi to you.
Force of habit, right? I love that you work with a rescue that promotes fostering dogs. And it's so true that, I think fostering is one of the best things you can do, because you can't adopt everybody, right? I mean, I wish I could. I say it all the time. I wish I had a farm so I could have like 100 cats and like 10 goats and 10 donkeys and everything else. But it's not going to happen right now. But fostering is such a lovely, it is, I know, no doubt. But fostering is such a wonderful way to show another beautiful little soul who hasn't had it very good in this life so far, that there are people out there that can change things for them, and make that opportunity of finding a forever home, a loving forever home, a possibility. So I'm so happy to hear that you work with a rescue that fosters dogs, because really I hear a lot of things, in the rescue world with cats, but especially with dogs, there's just a lot of craziness that goes on that people don't really know about. And
especially with pits and also like purebreds of any
the bully
kind.
breeds. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty horrifying stuff. So I love it when people are like, yeah, I'm fostering. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Because you're really doing something amazing for this sweet little soul who probably hasn't experienced goodness yet.
Yeah, like greyhounds too are another big one. I didn't realize.
That's
It's like,
true.
oh wow.
Yeah.
But we
That's
don't need to go too deep into that right now.
Yeah, please.
So tell me a little bit about your insurance business. Like
Okay.
what do you do there? What inspired you to get involved with that? Like
Sure. So the name of our agency is J. Hoffman Insurance. We're located in Goshen, New York. We have been in business 9 years as of July 2nd. And the agency was started, actually, it was inspired by the birth of our son, David, in 2012. And it's really my husband, Jason, who established it. He is our, also we co-own the business. He's our lead agent. He handles commercial lines only. So it's all the business insurance. We
Current
specialize. Say that again.
current customer.
Yes. And thank you for that. We love working with you. Thank you. So yeah, we specialize in business, home, and auto insurance, and we're an independent. And not everybody knows what that means, but an independent agent does not work for one particular insurance company. In our case, we work with, not for, 26 different carriers. They're all A-rated or higher. Some are located just here in New York, and others are national. There's some that, we say the name and everybody knows who it is. And then there's others that are a little more unfamiliar, but they're just really strong brands, amazing companies. And we're so proud to bring each and every one of the 26, to our clients to provide them amazing coverage at affordable pricing. And of course, customer service, because we are very relationship focused here. Yeah. And that's something, that I talk about a lot. If I could kind of go into that for a second, is that a lot of times when people meet, folks in insurance, they're like, oh, this person's going to try to sell me something. You know what I mean? And it becomes this like big cynical thing. And, I feel very blessed to say, that not only myself, but Jason, who's been doing this for 19 years, Lisa, who's our personal lines manager, that's been doing it for 27, and Matt, who's our other commercial lines manager, he's been doing it for 27 years. None of us have ever looked at this a single day as sales. Insurance is relationships. Insurance is taking care of people. It is taking care of their most valuable possessions, whether it's their home or their cars or their business, whatever it is. It's our job to take care of people, and we love doing it.
So definitely jhoffmaninsurance.com. That's your website.
That is. Thank you so much. Yes. jhoffmaninsurance.com is our website. We are also on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Alignable. We have a little page on Pinterest as well, but it's not as glamorous as, let's say, pick your cool nail polish for the fall pages, but it's there. It dabbles into, what we do and who we are. So we try to get out there and reach our audiences as much as possible, because again, it's all connection, it's all relationships. And we want everyone to feel that connection with us, because that's how you meet your tribe. And we are here to serve and be a productive member of our tribe.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
And just also a quick shout out. Sorry, we're running out of time. That's why.
No, of course. Let's do it. Yeah.
Just a quick shout out to Mike, who was on last week. You actually suggested bringing him on the show, and I had interviewed him once before that as well on my YouTube channel. But everybody, if you haven't seen that episode, you should definitely go back and check it out. He's a pretty interesting guy. And,
Mike is awesome, and so are you. So I knew that would be a perfect.
Go to Vicky if you need insurance, or if you need any kind of like introduction to businesses in the area, because she does a lot for small businesses. Yeah. So,
well, we're blessed to, and I'm being totally transparent. A big part of it is we're blessed to insure a lot of wonderful businesses. So it's easy for me to get to know those that we know and love and work with. And in the process of, networking, which I get to do a lot of, and it's so much fun, I meet a lot of others that we don't necessarily work with, but I just love them. And I love talking about them. So awesome. Yeah, always feel free to hit me up. I love giving referrals and putting people together.
And Marie just also wrote saying it's delightful to hear from both of you today. Pleasure meeting you, Vicky.
Oh, likewise, Marie. Thank you.
We'll have to meet up sometime.
Definitely.
So thank you again so much for coming on the show. And,
my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Is there anything else you want to say last minute just before we go?
No, that's it. I appreciate it so much. And please, anyone, like I said, please feel free to reach out, even if you just want to have a conversation or, hey, where's the best place to go for dinner? I'd be happy to have that conversation.
And please, everybody, like, share, subscribe,
Yep.
comment. It all helps us to build up the show and really start making it into something big.
Definitely.
So we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you
everybody,
again,
for tuning
Stefan.
in.
Take care.
Bye. And thank you again to EC Media Group.